marketing. I have been in healthcare marketing for almost 20 years, and I've been in marketing for coming up on 30 years. So hopefully I look a lot younger than my experience says that I am. And so today we're going to talk about the kind of really the hidden business truth behind colors. Hopefully at the end of today's presentation, you'll look at logos differently. You'll look at restaurant colors differently. And hopefully it'll cause you to look at the use of colors and mind control marketing and all of those fun things a little bit different. So you'll look at things differently, and you'll kind of ask yourself, okay, so what is it that they're asking me to do, to think, to feel, to act upon? And so, okay, so we'll jump right into it. I'm still kind of frazzled off of being on the freeway for so long. That's all I can see is red lights right now in my head. All right, let me see if I can properly share the screen.
I would say that's a good thing they were in front of you and not behind you. Red lights.
Well, there were a couple, that got a little close, and I thought, we're gonna introduce ourselves here pretty quick, folks. So, no. All right, let me see if I can get this. I am sharing my screen. Okay, so okay, here we go. Here, let's see if I can get this correct now. Gosh, it's like the computer doesn't want to work today. Okay, so yeah, what I neglected to tell everybody is that I work for a managed care plan in Southern California. We have 2 counties. We have 1.6 million members. That is Medicare, Medi-Cal. We also just launched a Covered California line, a business at the beginning of the year. In the next 2 to 3 years, we'll be launching a Medicare Advantage plan, which is a paid Medicare. So if you don't qualify for Medi-Cal or Medicare, the Medicare Advantage is like a paid additional Medicare plan, my understanding from marketing. I think our target goal for January open enrollment for Covered California, because again, we just started it, was I think we were hoping to get about 10,000 members. We're at 22. So we're doing something right in marketing. Our enrollment advisors are also pretty awesome. So we have a great team here. So that's my day job, like Clark Kent, but like Superman. But at the end of the day, I actually, on my side hustle, I own a marketing company. And so I do event marketing, and I work with some of my former bosses on some of their projects. So Suzanne Richards is, I think, also an instructor in the program. And Suzanne introduced me to Linda, and I've truly enjoyed Linda's company and talking about Texas. So, all right. So my company is Marketing Solutions, and I'm going to share the business of color in advertising and brand identity. Okay. So the hidden truth behind color in marketing and advertising. So like retention marketing or life cycle marketing or loyalty marketing is kind of a new term, and it boils down basically to what every organization wants to do, and that's keeping your customers engaged, happy, and spending. Now, spending, whether or not in healthcare, spending in healthcare is coming to your hospital, getting that surgery. So like if it's a needed surgery, you want them to choose your hospital. So that's also in healthcare what we call spending. So it's not like, yes, I think it's not an elective surgery. You want that consumer trust to come to your hospital, right? For managed care, I want you to trust us. I want you to be our member. We can't approve you for Medi-Cal or Medicare, but we can absolutely. So when you have an application right now, it's a two plan market. It's us or another one. So I want that top of mind in the customer's mind. I want them to choose me. Oh, so-and-so company. Yeah, they're absolutely wonderful. I see them a lot. They do this in the community. I've seen their logo. So you're trying to evoke that choice by delivering relevant and engaging content for our customers or our members. You can increase their CLV, their customer lifetime value, which is really that's the term for your customers, your customer base, continuing to patronize your company. You want that relationship to last a long time. Okay, so this is a quick overview of all of the base colors, and then I could take a deep dive into colors. So when we discuss colors, like you have a social security number, colors also have like what they call like a social security number. That's a PMS number. That's the Pantone matching system. So there are 40 million thousand colors of yellow, all based on a PMS number. And the same with all of these colors. And a lot of these colors are derivatives of mixtures of other colors. So these are the base colors that we're going to talk about today. And yes, white is the color. Okay. So the first snapshot of the base colors, like your rainbow colors, green, right? You can take a look at to the right of the logos that there's a great use of green, right? So green is nature, it's calm, could be envy, good luck, it's fresh. So British Petroleum, yeah, they're in the petroleum industry, but that's not how they want you to feel about them. It's not black like oil, it's not oily like gas. It's British Petroleum. They want you to feel that they're more fresh and nature and wholesome. John Deere kind of makes sense to me, That's a big thing I'm sure you see in Texas. So blue, oh my gosh. So like healthcare blue, everybody in healthcare, and I don't know why, blue is the color for healthcare, right? Why? Because it's dependable. It's trustworthy, it's stable, it's strength. And Dell is a great example. I'm not sure what Oreo was thinking when they went blue. When I think Oreo, I don't think of a blue logo. I think black and white. They actually have a really good campaign right now. Purple is royalty, right? Creative, wise, romantic. Hallmark, that is romance right there. That's the romance channel. And red, obviously, passion, youthful, bold, powerful. I don't know about Kmart, but CNN and Coke are great examples of the use of red. And you'll see some other examples a little later on in the presentation. Orange, I will share a great job in healthcare marketing, a great job of the use of orange in healthcare on a logo. So orange is optimistic, it's warm, also balance and success. Harley Davidson, I would say that would be success, optimism, and warm and exciting and vibrant. That's Nickelodeon. Yellow, cheery friendly, right? Like sunshine yellow. But the mixtures of some of these colors we'll touch on in a couple later slides. The mixture of some of these colors can make you feel a little bit different about what it is that they want you to do. So gray, right? Gray's not a color. Yeah, it is. So is white. Balance, quality, and sophistication. Love the Apple logo. Great use of white. Great use of gray. Okay. And I needed to move forward. Oh, there we go. Sorry. There we go. Okay, healthcare is emotional, right? It's strength, it's power, it's trust, it's caring, it's happy, it's healthy, it's also lively and compassionate. It's, oh, my thing moved. Knowledge and vibrant and then healing. Ooh, okay. So here's a great overview, right? Using the color wheel of all of the logos. You've got Cracker Barrel in there, in the brown A&W UPS. We'll see what brown does. Orange all the way over to your green and blue mixtures, which is teal, which is Canva, Happy Skin. And then we go to purple, which is Cadbury, Hallmark. I don't know about Taco Bell meeting that criteria. Aetna, which is a great healthcare brand. And then, of course, you look over at blue and you see a whole lot of the trust and dependability. Okay, so in our colors of red, right, we got Coke. This is bold, Target, bold, Netflix, H&M, Canon, CNN, bold, vibrant. right? So in this ad for Coca-Cola, what you probably are not picking up on right away. So there's like a red filter on this entire photo. But the little teeny tiny details, you look at the red lipstick, right? The red on the straw, the red on the nails, right? The girl who's just off camera shot is wearing red. The car door is red. And those are all kind of hidden colors in this advertising. Okay, so then orange. Orange is our color of excitement. Popeyes, Home Depot, also dependability. Nickelodeon is fun. So I love this ad, absolutely love this ad. It's a huge use of orange, right? You've got Princess Leia hanging out, getting a suntan, Darth Vader barbecuing. And really, what is Lego all about? It's not so much the Star Wars. What's Lego all about? Creativity. So they've great use of the color orange. Okay, yellow. Yellow is our color of vibrance and sunshine and happy. We got the good old McDonald's there, National Geographic, also positive. Okay, we're going to talk about orange and yellow, the last two colors that I've shown you. So orange and yellow, right? It increases cheerfulness and optimism. You don't want to have an orange or yellow or orange and yellow in your logo if you're a mortuary. Yellow makes babies cry. Orange can also show caution. Orange and yellow are used to draw impulsive buyers and window shoppers. So make note of that because we're going to talk about the hidden evil behind some of these colors. These two colors also stimulate logic center of the brain and they promote enthusiasm. However, if used too frequently, can create a sense of anxiety. A great example of using these two colors together, right? Red and yellow or orange and yellow is the McDonald's. So red and yellow, most appealing to children. Who are you trying to attract? Kids. Although they do have a pretty good campaign about the older kids now, like kind of the teenage age. Red and yellow are used to increase the appetite and the sense of urgency. And what does McDonald's want you to do? They want you to eat and they want you to get the heck out because it's a drive-through. Not so much, right, with their dine-in area. It's kind of get in and get out. Another restaurant chain that uses red, yellow, and orange together is Denny's. In and out. They want you hungry and they want that turnover at that table as quickly as possible. The trademark M also represents French fries. So you can also get into not just the color of things, but the shape of logos. And those little hidden things in there. Mascot, of course, appealing to kids. It's a clown. Not a fan of the clown, but I'm not a kid. So maybe these two colors, again, used together can be agitating, and this further helps facilitate faster customer turnover. So the next time you go into McDonald's or Denny's, or even kind of Red Robin, take a look at their colors and then ask yourself, do I really want to order that burger? Just kidding. Okay, green. Green is that wonderful nature-friendly, healthy, environmentally conscious color for your logos. Starbucks is a great example of that. British Petroleum, we kind of talked about that one a little bit earlier. Whole Foods, perfect example. Tropicana and Green Giant, also great examples of the use. It's pretty obvious what the green is and how they're using that. Okay, so a little deeper dive, red, blue, and green, right? We talked about red and how that encourages appetite, often used in fast food chains. Denny's not really a fast food chain, but they've utilized that well. Creates a sense of urgency, it's used for clearance sales. Red is high in energy and it immediately pulls the focus. So not only can you look at colors, but you can also kind of look at shapes too. One of the most recognized shape by the human eyeball is the circle. In my prior life, we utilized the circle as the center of our logo, and it was also the center of your care when I was with hospitals. We have to be real careful with red. physically stimulates the human body, right? It affects nerve impulses, raising blood pressure and heart rate. There was a study done many moons ago where one of the psychologists was reading the impact on colors when shown to the test subjects, the humans. Red, people felt angry. Blue, people were calm. And he also was working with some shapes in there too. So you'll notice when you go into your doctor's office, other than my chiropractor, he uses like, it looks like a Gold's Gem. It's like black and gray. A lot of your psychologist's office will have very calming colors. You don't see a lot of red in hospitals. I have a funny story. I'm using red in a hospital, and Linda has heard this one. So the owner of our hospital system loved color, bless his heart. We had gold, which is, we'll go through the different colors a little bit later and what they mean on so the different parts of the world. So gold is regal, it's power, it's wonderful. So is red. We had some nice calm browns. We did a great job with the gold, but he wanted a lot of red and a lot of color, very vibrant colors that should never go together in the hospital. One of the hallways that he wanted the entire wall painted fire engine red. Not another red, not a nice red, but a fire engine red was the coming out of the ER into the interior of the hospital. So you come into the ER and then you go into the hospital. That, as soon as you open the door, he wanted that entire wall painted red. So I explained to him, the use of color. Love red. It's a beautiful color. Really, especially coming out of the ER. First thing you think of in a hospital is blood. You're coming out of the ER, you're already traumatized. You're either visiting someone or you are the someone who's been through the ER. Not a good color. It also irritates people, causes anger. Also, another thing you don't want to do coming out of the ER, going into the hospital. And if you don't come through the ER, you come around the corner and you run into this red wall. While it's a wonderful color, that's not something that we really wanted to do. So fortunately, I was able to talk him out of an entire red wall. And I had talked him into a nice little heart monitor blip. We wound up not painting that because he had changed his mind. We were very fortunate. But his whole reason for wanting the colors in the hospitals was because he said the hospitals are sad. They're always painted these, white and tan and these kind of mute colors. And hospitals are places where people should be inspired to feel better. So he wanted these happy, vibrant colors to inspire people to get better and feel good about their stay in the hospital. So his reasoning was superbly sound, but his execution kind of lacked a little bit there. So fortunately, we were able to talk him out of a lot of his wild colors. But yeah, so hopefully that red story will last with you for a while. Blue, we talked about, the standard healthcare blue. Preferred by men, which was new to me. It's associated with peace, water, reliability, trust, and dependability we talked about. Provides a sense of security, right? If you're going into a hospital, absolutely. Blue curbs the appetite and stimulates productivity. That was also new to me. I'm going to start wearing more blue. Maybe I'll be more productive during the day. Blue is very calming, and young people associate blue with maturity. Blue is the most common color used for offices and conservative corporate brands. And we pop over to green. It's, as we said, it's health, tranquility, and nature. Also associated with money. If you are a consulting company, you absolutely do not want a green logo. It makes people think that they're spending money with you, or it reminds them that they're spending money with you. So you don't want a green logo. It's used in stores to relax customers. Probably if it's a nature-centered brand or a brand that wants to feel nature-centered, then they would be using green. frequently used to promoting environmental issues, and it stimulates harmony in the brain, and encourages a balance between the body and emotions, leading to decisiveness. I'm going to start using more green on my proposals then, and give them some more decisions going. Okay, great example, like I said, is Starbucks. It's green, right? Wonderful and healthy. Mermaid. Mermaid is also nature, and Starbucks is relaxing. I do realize that it is caffeine, but Starbucks really isn't selling coffee. Starbucks, if the next time you go into a Starbucks, take a look around the corner, and they've got always have that one corner in Starbucks that's kind of dedicated to the locals. You can post things. It's more like a gathering place. They want you to come in to chill. It's like your office away from your office. They want you to come in and to chill and to de-stress, take a coffee break. Although caffeine amps you up, they're really selling the experience and that second gathering place, different than what the coffee and the caffeine will do to you. Okay, teal, great color for like creativity. Canva, Pampers, this is warm and wholesome. Oh, and here's our healthcare blue. GE has actually moved away from the blue for some of their lines. So IBM, right? Trust and dependability. PayPal, absolutely. Trust and dependability is what they're trying to sell there. GE, like I said, has done a good job moving into a different line of business. It's still GE, but they've changed the color when they're moving into healthcare. So it's GE is wonderful and dependable, but when they move into healthcare, I believe I have an example in here to share with you. Okay, so so it's great to look at all of the logos, but how do we incorporate that into our advertising? So a great designer, so if you are or know a great designer, absolutely, you are the center of what a marketer does. You can take a concept and then use the color to evoke whatever emotion you want to in an ad. So this wonderful little boy was either wearing blue clothes, or the great artist was able to turn his clothes to that certain color of blue. This is that standard Blue Cross Blue Shield. Blue is dependable. The little boy even has blue glasses on, and the blue overlay does not hurt. Okay, so, and when you see a series of all of their ads together, you can see that the predominant color use is blue. That's easy, that's blue water. And there's also blue with a hint of green for that one. And it is a really cute campaign that they've done. Okay, purple, royalty, right? Passion, romance. We got our hallmark there. Cadbury, decadent, right? That's chocolate. Aetna, they've done a pretty good job changing their color over. Okay, so this is the Virgin American, right? So creativity, that's absolutely at the center of Virgin's brand, right? Feel the upgrade. So you've got, they put a purple filter over this ad, and that's absolutely how Virgin wants you to feel when you're utilizing their product. You look at the entire cabin, I guarantee you that to take this shot, it was not purple. They put that overlay over there, which is it's a really cute series of ads that they've done. Okay, pink, Barbie, T-Mobile, Lyft, brown, dependable. I don't have my list with me to tell you what pink was. So we've got brown was dependable and stability, black, good old black. Dang it, I don't have my my list. So from memory, black is all about elite. It is pristine. Perfect example would be Prada and Adidas. Right. And then we go back to the apple with gray. Nestle, I thought was interesting. Mercedes, absolutely. Mercedes and Jaguar. Okay, so really hard to show you white on white. So white is pure, right? Although I do see the Playboy logo down at the bottom, not so much. The pure. Okay, a great example of the use of white is the band is green, right? But to show off Apple's use of the Elite, the Premier for their watch, you have a total white with just one image on there. So that also shows unlimited possibilities for white. Okay, here I usually ask the students, what is that? Let me see if I can open the chat. What is the predominant color? I'm going to move it over. What is the predominant color that is used in this ad? You guys can put that into the chat. Tell me what your best guess is. Yellow and gold, yellow and gold, yellow, yellow. It's orange. There you go, yellow and orange. And what does yellow and orange mean? What's orange mean? Wonderful, positivity, right? Kindness. This is one of my favorite healthcare colors to utilize. Oops, there we go. Hello, Human Kindness is one of Dignity Health's better campaigns. So to show you what it looks like with in an entire campaign, you can pull any one of these pieces and they're a standalone. When you put them all together, other than the one with the huge orange block, they've all got that. They've all got orange as the predominant color. Any of the photos can be modified. Again, we go back to those amazing designers that can change anything to the PMS color that you've got going. So it's friendly, it's cheerful, it's optimistic, right? Hello, Human Kindness. Again, I'm a little partial, but it is one of my my favorites. Okay, the business end of making people feel something with colors, right? So it's one thing to talk about all the colors and how we're evoking these feelings, but what does that really mean? If you don't act on that ad, if you don't feel a certain way, if you don't buy those French fries and get the heck out of the McDonald's so they can serve someone else, if you don't, purchase that Jaguar, if you don't feel a certain way to take a certain action, use of colors is for naught. So 3%, right? When you're buying a product, 3% of your customer base are going to feel it, right? Look at the texture of the product. Only 1% is going to decide based on the smell or the sound. But when buying the product, 93% of buyers focus on the visual appearance. Colors can often be the sole reason for purchasing a product. Almost 85% claim the color is the primary draw card. 80% believe color is responsible for brand recognition. And over half won't return to a store if they dislike the aesthetics. Okay, here's another great example. LA Care does a fantastic job utilizing, the blue for happy, right? It's happy sunshine color. I mean, it's happy skyline kind of color. So there's your dependability. Yellow is optimistic. You've got your heart in the center, and then you've got orange optimism. So that's the perfect sun with the heart in the center. LA Care, again, LA Care's done a fantastic job with the use of their color. And because they have so many colors in their logo, although they're slight, their primary color is going to be blue. They're able to utilize, again, one of my favorite campaigns that they've done. They're able to use all of those colors, mixing actual photos with the cartoon wings, elevating healthcare with the wings. Great job. And then you can see now you're looking at the ads, hopefully with a different understanding of what those colors are in the background. Is always going to accentuate and support whatever the main colors will be. Elevating healthcare again. And then when LA Care opened their Covered California line, which is paid coverage versus Medi-Cal, Medicare. Like the company that I work with, we also launched our Covered California line. So LA Care took advantage of the LA Care colors in the logo. And then what's the one thing that they could pull from Covered California? The teal. And so teal is it brings in, so if you didn't see the Covered California to the right, which is actually one of their standards, you always have to have the Covered California logo there. If you didn't see that, you would still see covered and associate that teal with Covered California. And then same thing again, Covered California with the teal at the bottom is a nod to their Covered California line. Okay, so I'm gonna get this. I wish I could move that thing up and out of my way so that I could see the top. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay, well, that black thing was in the, that black thing was in the front. Okay, so this is an overview of the Western culture, right? So your primary colors, red, black, blue, green, and yellow, and then how they equate to Far East, Middle East, and the Indian culture. So for example, blue in the Western culture, depressed, trust, calm. We also talked about it being dependability. It's similar in Indian cultures. It's strength. Far Eastern, healing, which works well for healthcare. What was interesting is red, right? So for Western culture, love, danger, action. It also aggression in the Western culture. But in Far Eastern culture, it's property, it's good fortune, it's vitality. Middle Eastern culture, for contrast, danger, caution, and evil, although we do have red stop signs. I'll give them that. And then Indian culture, again, why the hospital system owner loved red. It was beauty, it was wealth, it was power, it was strength. And a great contrast for black is in the Western culture, it's intimidating, it's death, it's mourning. We also have the positive, it's also very elite. But then in contrast with the Middle Eastern culture, mystery, it's mourning, it's rebirth, right? Or Far Eastern, health, prosperity, and stability. So you can go down the rabbit hole, the Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole, when you start to look up the colors and the meanings of colors. I mean, oh my gosh, I must have like 5,000 slides that I have pulled from this. So this was the easiest comparison. You start to look and you're 3 hours later, you'll still be on the internet learning more about color. Okay, so I am going to pop on out and then I'm going to open the chat. See if there's any questions. It's a quiet group this morning. They're still waking up like I am.
Okay, I know some of y'all are bound to have some questions or make a statement maybe about what you found out that you didn't know before. Anybody? I think they're half asleep this morning. This is we haven't had class for a couple of weeks. They've had working on their own. So
that is fine. So it bugs me to not have my notes. So here's 2 things I'm going to add, right?
Okay, you have a question here. It said,
I do. Oh, oops. Hold on. I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. So sorry. Do you think scrubs are blue to instill that sense of trust? So that's a funny story. So yes, most scrubs are blue. It is trustworthy. I think it's because that they're a healthcare blue, honestly. I know that at one point in our hospital system, we wanted our employees identified by the color that they were in. We went with, I think blue probably was for OR. We had ambulatory, which was a different color. We, all of our imaging staff had kind of a burgundy color. We noticed that black seemed to be the predominant choice for the color in the ER, and here's why. Because of a lot of the bodily fluids that they are dealing with in the ER, well, they won't show up on black. And so, I mean, it's funny, but, you know, kind of sad at the same time. OR, you would also think would want black in there, but we ultimately, we wound up opening that up to their choice, right? So at one point we had like locked it down. You had to have these color scrubs for your department. Then it was, okay, well, everybody has to have blue scrubs, and that way, you know, at least you'll look like you work for us. And there was such an uproar. There, it was anarchy on the ship, right? It was mutiny. So then we opened it up and said, okay, fine, cover up your tattoos. At that point, it was cover up your tattoos and don't show body parts you shouldn't show, and you're good. You can wear your little Halloween ones, you can wear your Christmassy ones, you can wear like the cool themed ones. So blue, I think it's just the predominant color. I think more scrubs are available in those blue colors, and it's kind of standardized. So based on, you know, the hospital system that you work for, they've probably mandated a certain color so that there's at least uniform, right? Uniformity in that look. But yeah, blue's hospital healthcare blue. I don't know why. We should never white though, right?
Okay, you have a couple more questions that kind of got pushed up.
Gosh, yeah, what would be, ooh, I got that cold is running around everybody, everywhere, and I'm trying not to get it. What would be a good entry-level position for someone interested in marketing but without experience or a degree in it? Oh gosh, yeah. So that one is an easy answer. You can intern. Like even at my organization my day job, you can intern in most of the departments. You can intern in marketing all the time. Some organizations have paid internships, which is even better if you're giving of your time. But I would intern. There's so many different facets, too many different careers in marketing. Do you like analytics? Do you like to talk to people? I mean, there's just, are you a designer? Are you a writer? Are you a social person? You know, like social media. Are you great at analytics? Are you great at strategy? So, I mean, marketing is a huge field. If you intern, or most of your entry level would be a specialist or a coordinator, which is the admin duties, but then you also kind of get a feel for the different areas of the job. Most organizations don't want to keep hiring people. They love to hire and then promote, and then that's their front door. Like with the organization that I work for, our entry level is member services. And then from there, then you can move on to the different departments. But I would absolutely recommend an internship or a coordinator or a specialist. Those will be your lower level marketing positions, which will expose you to different things. And then you can find out, yeah, I really hate marketing, or gosh, this is really cool, but I don't like talking to people. Let me do the analytics. I want to know why people do what they do and predict, and then, you know, force them into doing things based on data, which is also fun. Okay, next question. I've noticed that a lot of beauty brands choose pink as their brand color. Yeah. Yep. What was the emotion goal tied to that, to pink? Okay, I am so glad you asked, because pink was one of the ones that I didn't have my notes on. Okay, so pink is, because I opened my notes. So pink is a beauty brand, transforming from what I looked last night into something gorgeous this morning. Creative, no, it's true though. Creative, innovation, balance. Got to be careful with pink, right? Our outrageousness, non-conformity, which I'm all about, non-conformity. Flippancy, impulsiveness. Wait a minute, pink might be color. Eccentricity and ephemeralness. Well, I'm gonna have to look that one up. So there you go. That's what pink is for. Barbie, right? Creativity, nonconformity. Deandra has her hand up.
Hi, Miss Lavella. This was too long to type. So my question was, why is it in the professional world, pink can sometimes be seen as like, I guess, yeah, unprofessional? Because I remember reading this like article about this woman who was an attorney and she had to like go through a lot of adversities just because she wanted to wear like pink suits. She was still qualified, like definitely went to law school, passed her bar exam and everything, but she just liked wearing pink. And so she opened her own law firm where like I believe all of the attorneys are women and they're all just like wearing pink and doing their thing. But like why is it seen that way in professional settings?
So some of it has to do with the aspects of the pink color. And this is just IMO, right? In my opinion. By no means am I the authority of what's wrong with the world, but Linda will tell you I've got lots of opinions on what I think is wrong with the world. Oh, pink is a very feminine color, right? It's not stodgy, it's not an attorney, it's imaginative, it's fun. And maybe if I'm, depending on what I'm going to an attorney for, I don't know that I want you to be the legally blonde character in the movie. So I think that just society has really kind of scoped out what pink defines to, our society and what that means in business. And so that being an attorney and then having, pink clothes, cool that she did it on her own. I would actually want to go to someone, because I'm a nonconformist, I would want to go to someone who was like bucking the system. But it also and I've never been an attorney, my understanding of the legal industry is that it's still dominated by men. And so that might have something to do with it as well. There is a great book, like a boss, or it's I don't remember her name. It's in my my Audible account. She dyed her hair pink, like hot pink, not just pink, like hot pink, like Barbie pink. So it's a statement. And it's I think it's like a boss, or walking like the boss or something like that. And that's her whole theme is, she started out with like a softer kind of pink, and now she's just a flaming pink. So you can look it up. You'll recognize her because she has pink hair. But I would definitely give that a listen. She's someone who has also taken the color pink and like is a rock star with it, because it doesn't, for her, it shouldn't matter why her hair's pink. She walks in and makes a statement. So that's probably what that attorney is doing.
Okay, yeah, thank you for answering, and I'll check out that other lady too.
Yeah, it's it's like a boss, or be the boss, or I don't know, something with boss in it. This is a big class you have, Linda. Oh, you're muted.
There's my classes typically are they have waiting lists and are big because I often will let people in. So we're at 31 right now. We were at 32.
Wow.
And these
Wow.
students come to class, which is
It's your
wonderful. I love it.
awesomeness, right? Word got
Well,
out.
I'm not sure if it's my awesomeness or maybe I'm just an easy touch. I don't know. Because I love my students and I want them to be successful.
That's my favorite part of what I do now is I have like a high turnover with just my team. I have a team of 5. I have an admin person now. Apparently all those tiers worked. So I have an admin person, and I have a texting. We lead the industry in texting programs. So I have a texting person who is also taking on email. I have a social media person. I have an internal communications person, and then I have media PR. So super fun. But I have a high turnover with my team because I've been there, done that. I've been a VP. What I really enjoy doing is giving that hand up, right? Sending the elevator back down so that other people can rise. So I think the last time we talked, I had a full team. And then, well, no. I think I had
You
hired
were down
everybody.
to 1 or 2 last time.
Yeah, I had like one. And then, so now I'm fully staffed again, and they're kind of, I kind of leader them up, and then they move on to other things. So
So
they're getting ripe for plucking again.
I'm gonna tell you, this is the kind of boss y'all want to have when you go out for an internship or for,
Yeah.
a job.
I'm tough.
Yeah, you're tough, but you get them ready for the world. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that's a good thing.
I'm a boy's mom. He would fall and I'd go, oh, walk it off. You'll be fine.
Oh my goodness. So do we have any other questions? Anybody comments or anything? Now that you know all about colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Just don't go to the internet. You'll be there forever.
Right. The greatest thief of time of all times.
Well, that was fun.
Well, we really appreciate you driving in 2 hours and going straight onto a computer. So hopefully I will see you this afternoon at 7 this evening.
Yes, ma'am. 7 o'clock this evening, different setting. I won't still be here.
That's okay. You'll be a little more relaxed, and you'll be
Yeah.
home.
A dog barking in the background, probably.
That's okay. He can join us on the picture.
They will.
So, when I'm in Florida, my daughter's dogs usually pop into the screen and want to be part of the action, So.
Oh yeah, mine just want to know if I'm eating anything and if I'm going to share. Other than that, they're going to sleep. So,
Right.
yeah, they're like, eh.
Yeah, I understand. Well, thank you so much, and we appreciate it. And I will see you then this afternoon. Or
Yes,
this evening.
ma'am. All right.
Thanks.
Thank you. Everybody have a
Bye-bye.
great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, kiddos. So it is now about 7 minutes till 9. So does anybody have any questions on anything that is going on right now? First off, did y'all enjoy that? Thumbs up on color. Good. She brings a lot of things to light that we don't think about, when we walk into a building. You don't think, oh wow, that color's red, I hate it. But she's right that I have been to restaurants that just so irritating to me, I never go back because of the colors and the decorations. So anyway, so does anybody have any questions about anything going on right now, any of the assignments? Your next week, you have your presentations on the social media. So I've had a few questions come, to me by email, but not too much. Anybody? Okay. Well, all right then. Do y'all need me to put you? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up the groups, and y'all can, if your group needs to meet, then y'all can join the groups. And if you feel like you don't need to meet, then that's up to you. But I'm giving you time. You've got now about 15 to 20 minutes to meet. I'm not going to call you back into the main room. So when y'all are through, you can go. But I do have one question. I'm missing 2 people, but I've got this name here, Usario de Zoom. Who does that belong to on the Zoom?
Me? Is that?
That's you, okay?
Yes, Maria Starga. Sorry.
Okay, I thought that might be you. So,
yes, it's me.
Okay, because I want to be sure I gave credit to whoever was.
Thank you, Professor. I think that I
Uh,
changed my name, but I guess I didn't.
Okay, and then the only other person I'm missing is Kimberly, and I don't see her here. So, okay, I'm going to open up the breakout rooms then, and y'all can self-select into the breakout rooms. If you need to meet, you can meet as long as you need to. and then you're free to go. And I will see y'all next Tuesday when you do your presentations. And we're doing, you know what I need to do? We're doing 3 on Tuesday and 2 on Thursday. So I need for y'all to email me as a group, one person. So that's y'all do need to meet. So when you meet as a group, one person needs to email me and tell me whether y'all want to be on Tuesday or Thursday, and whether you want to be first, second, or third on Tuesday, or first and second on Thursday. And it's a first come, first serve. So whoever gets the email to me first, they'll get their first choice. Okay, so I'm fixing to open it up and email, not chat. You're going to email me so I have a record of it. And y'all can self-select into the breakout rooms. And when you're done with that, you're free to go if y'all don't need to visit about anything else. Okay, they are open. Ela, are you there? Ela, are you there?